society that Hasatan has used to deceive the Most High's people. The Most High has divine pillars. I'm not going to go over them, but we're going to leave it at that. But it's your appointment where he's placing you. All that he put inside of you to handle his business. Pardon me. And we see a young fella named Joseph who was positioned by and for divine order. And the Most High put gifts in him to make him be able to carry out this promise. See, he gave him a dream when he was still in his daddy's house and told him basically that you're going to rule over your whole household and they're going to bow down to you. And they didn't want to hear it, and the brothers got jealous and they sent him into slavery. And that's there in Genesis 41, great story. I think it's in like 39 through 41. But we see here in 41 through 46, and we know the long story that all the trials that Joseph went through in prison. Well, he was sold into slavery by his brothers. Then he went into Egypt. He was sold to a man named Potiphar, whose wife tried to rape him. So Potiphar threw him in jail because the wife told him that he tried to rape her, and he was in jail exercising his gifts of dreams. And he told the dreams of two of Pharaoh's servants, and one of them finally, over years, went and told Pharaoh that he knew somebody that could decipher dreams way after the fact that he got him out of prison. But we see here in Genesis 41 through 46, after Joseph had told Pharaoh the dream, this is what Pharaoh does for Joseph by divine order, for sure. And Pharaoh said to Joseph, "See, I have set you over all the land of Egypt." Then Pharaoh took his signet ring off his hand and put it on Joseph's hand, and he clothed him in garments of fine linen and put a gold chain around his neck. And he had him ride in the second chariot which he had, and they cried out before him, "Bow the knee." So he set him over the land of Egypt. Pharaoh also said to Joseph, "I am Pharaoh, and without your consent, no man may lift his hand or foot in all the land of Egypt." And Pharaoh called Joseph's name Zephnath Paneah. And he gave him as a wife Azarnat, the daughter of Potiphar, priest of On. So Joseph went out over all the land of Egypt. Joseph was 32 years old when he stood before Pharaoh, king of Egypt. And Joseph went out from the presence of Pharaoh and went throughout all the land of Egypt. Praise the Most High. So we see where divine order will position you. Hallelujah. And this is what he ended up telling his brother after the fact he was set up in position. "But as for you, you thought evil against me, but the Most High meant it unto good, to bring to pass as it is this day, to save much people alive." See, family, we see the goal of the Most High, and that's to bring many people out alive. And we see here in the story of Esther, Esther was a young Yahudim who was in slavery in Persia, exiled to Persia, along with her uncle. Well, let's read this note I took. The Persian king Ahasuerus falls in love with Esther, originally Hadassah, and marries her. His grand vizier or advisor, Haman, is offended by Esther's cousin and guardian, Mordecai. I thought it was her uncle. It says it's her cousin, Mordecai, because of his refusal to bow before him. Bowing in front of another person was a prominent gesture of respect in Persian society, but deemed unacceptable by Mordecai, who believes that a Yehudi should only express submissiveness to the Most High. Consequently, Haman plots to have all of Persia's Yehudi killed, or Yahudim, or Judah, and eventually convinces the king to permit him to do so. However, Esther foils the plan by revealing and decrying Haman's plans to Ahasuerus, who then has Haman executed and grants permission to the Yehudi to take up arms against their enemies. Esther is hailed for her courage and for working to save Yehuda from eradication. Now Esther, just like Joseph, had a few challenges in her divine assignment. For the king's protection, custom dictated that no one should approach the king without his invitation. That's why Esther was risking her life when she went to the king to invite him to a banquet where she could reveal Haman's plot to kill the Yahudim, or kill the Yehudi, to kill Judah. See, family, they were strict about that rule. You couldn't go to the king unless he threw out his scepter, his golden scepter, to accept you. And if he didn't throw it out, they would cut off your head right then and there. But he loved her, and he wanted to see what was going on with her, even though she was out of pocket, just like his first wife was, which could have been a sore spot in him, because she was breaking protocol. He called for her, he told her to come, and she said no, basically saying, I'm not going to come and be put on display for you and your people, because they was having a banquet, and he wanted to show his wife's beauty off, and she said no, she's not coming. Probably sitting around talking to them other gals and talking about, well, he treats you like a piece of meat. Why he want you to come and show you off all the time like that? And she got showed the dough. And he got him another gal up in the house. And Esther was she was a winner. And we see there in Esther 4:14, for if you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance for Yehuda will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish. And who knows that you have come to your royal position for such a time as this. And we should say your divine royal position, because she had a royal position here on earth, but it was also set up by the Most High, his divine order. And here are 5 lessons that we can take from Esther's historical story. God's plan for you doesn't surprise him. Oh boy. Well, that's a good one there. His plan doesn't surprise him. His plan for you doesn't surprise him. The people around you does matter. The people around you does matter. The Most High is sovereign. He can do whatever he want to do, when he want to do, and how he want to do it, within the parameters of what he's already set up now. He can't just come and say, okay, I'm gonna just do something on earth without telling my prophets.